Hello and welcome to Eva's House of Spirit. I'm Eva and I'm drinking. So as I was sitting here enjoying my nice wine, the thought occurred to me, maybe I should do a video about magic under the influence. Now, obviously, I'm sure many of you have included some wine in your rites. And some of you who may or may not be derelicts, maybe, I don't know. I can't judge. Who am I to judge? Some of you may have included other stuff, too. Not my fucking business. Anyway, you know. But I mean, have you ever actually cast magic under the influence? So I started thinking, okay, pros and cons. Pros and cons. Pro. The mind is super open when you're under the influence. Con. Yeah, but you might make some really shitty choices. Okay, pro. Well, your magic might just be more effective because your inhibitions and doubts are a lot lower when you're under the influence. Con. Potential lack of focus, though. That could be a problem. Pro. Because of low inhibitions and doubts, and therefore blocks, you're a lot more psychically sensitive when under the influence. Con. Your psychic ability is not actually developed. You're just using the substance as a crutch. And therefore, you're not developing your ability to use it more easily and to a greater degree when you're not under the influence. And that's, I assume, the goal of trying to pursue psychic development. Those are just a few pros and cons I thought I would throw out there because they occurred to me. Personally, as a tarot reader, I have found that there is nothing wrong sometimes with not getting, like, blitzed, but, you know, a little buzz on before a reading. It can go a little more smoothly, but as I said before, con. Yeah, it can be a crutch. But I have also, I rarely ever drink, you know what I'm saying? And I've developed my ability to get in touch with my psychic sensitivities in a sober state. I have actually developed that to a decent degree, to a pretty good degree. So, if on a rare occasion I'm just like, yeah, let's throw one back and read your cards, I don't see anything wrong with that, you know what I mean? If it's going to make it just go like a little, like, whoop, easier. But I am so curious to know what do you all think about magic under the influence? I'm trying to think, do I have any stories? Well, sort of. Yeah, I guess I could say so. I have a really crazy story about a haunted pair of pants. That was interesting. Without naming names, I will say that someone I used to know gave me a pair of pants that belonged to someone they knew who committed suicide. And so I would wear the pants, not because I was like, oh, spooky pants. I just wore the pants because I was like, okay, that's really cool. You gave me pants. Great, I'm poor. I could use some pants, and your friend sounded like a really nice guy. Woo, pants! So I would wear the pants. And I started getting like little odd synchronistic messages and things, you know, like really just odd synchronistic messages. I'm just going to leave it as it is, okay? Because if I start going into those, this is going to veer the whole story off course. But one day I go over to my friend's house, and like, you know, I'm wearing the pants, and then I'm like, yeah, so I got these pants, and, you know, the guy, like, you know, he's, you know, passed away and everything, he was still in the pants, he kind of like committed suicide, and everybody in the house is like, oh my god, what the fuck, why are you wearing, and I'm like, dude, chill the fuck out. And then all of a sudden, all this paranormal weirdness begins. People begin seeing things, hearing things, all kind of crazy shit. Now, did it help that probably everyone there was astrally bleeding because we were all a bunch of derelicts on various things? Probably. I don't think that helped the situation at all. Yeah, the glory days. Anyway, so after a whole bunch of crazy things, seeing something sit in the grandmother's chair, freaking nearly tripping over a cat that wasn't there because they didn't own a cat, lights being seen, all kind of crazy things. At the time, it was like back in the day when people had like VCRs. The freaking VCR didn't want to spit out in the mouth of madness, and it had never done that before or since. But yeah, there was a lot of weird stuff. And so everyone starts screaming at me, take off the pants! Take off the pants! Yeah, it was pretty nuts. It was pretty nuts. They didn't let me wear my pants that night. We were under the influence, but there were haunted pants involved. Have you ever had such an interesting situation? I would love to hear your stories. But anyhow, I think I'm going to go. I just wanted to open up a dialogue on Magic Under the Influence. Tell me, what do you think about Magic Under the Influence? Pros, cons, share. Do you have stories? Are you drinking right now? Maybe you should. Just because it's good. We all need a little mini mental vacation. Yeah, and have you ever owned anything like a haunted pair of pants? I would love to hear from you all. And, please forgive me. I am enjoying myself to a ridiculous degree because I know that I can sleep very late tomorrow. I only have to go into work for the late shift, for the closing shift. So, with that said, blessed be an Ashe. Have a great night. Until our next exchange, stay awesome.